Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, I'm going to give you a quick tip, and you should definitely do this now, or at least be thinking about how you can do this now before buying your Tesla or purchasing your Tesla. And we'll give you a roundabout number on how much a Model 3 will cost, or maybe if you guys want me to do a Model Y in terms of monthly payment, monthly financing, if you go through this route, and that route is going through a credit union. And I'll even give you an exact credit union that I have used in the past, that I actually currently use with our Tesla Model X finance. And so that is the best route, and it's also better than Tesla financing by a long shot. So we'll go through it, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So you've just decided you want to buy a Tesla Model Y. Maybe you haven't placed your deposit yet. You're on the website right now. You're playing around with different options and builds. You know, because you watch this channel, that the best way to get a discounted Tesla Model 3 or Model Y is going to waitingfortesla.com. Not sponsored. Shout out to TJ and the team, because this is where you'll see all the inventory discounts for Model 3 and Model Y out there. But you probably are on the cusp of placing a deposit, and of course you're going to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description, so you can get an extra $250 off, which is basically the order fee that you can get credited right back, essentially dollar for dollar, and because of this $250 and 3 months of full self-driving. So definitely check out the Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description. But you've probably taken a look at the lease, which leasing is a pretty viable option if you want the lowest monthly payment, or one of the lower monthly payments, or you might have looked at the loan section, which is the financing section, and you probably would have saw or seen that 72 months has a rate of 6.49%, 84 months has 7.36%, 60 months has 6.49%. So essentially the lowest monthly payment that you can get out there is going to be around 6.49%. And if you're wondering how much does this actually affect the payment, we're going to throw some roundabout numbers in here. Or actually, let's take a look at a Model Y, right? So the cheapest Model Y in the country right now is $46,020. I usually give an estimate about 9 to 10% on top of that is taxes and fees. It's a good average across the country. Of course, California is going to be a little bit higher, because there's plenty of places in Los Angeles where the sales tax alone is 9.5%. But let's just use 10%, give or take. So $46,000, 10% on top of that is about going to give you a roundabout number of out the door estimated price of $51,000. And so 60 months at the 6.49%, we'll take out all the down payment, we'll take out all this stuff because we don't need any of it, because we're going to put zero down, and that's going to give you an estimated monthly payment after we do this, an estimated monthly payment of $997 a month, and a total loan interest, if you kept this loan all the way to the end, all the way to the 60 months, it's going to give you a loan interest of $8,857.91. So that's only if you kept it all the way to the 60 months term. Of course, at these high interest rates, you got to play this math game and figure out, is it better to pay off this loan a little bit quicker, or is it better to keep the loan all the way to the end? But if you keep it all the way to the end, it's going to give you an interest rate of total interest of $8,857. Now, I'm going to give you a credit union that actually we've used in the past that is pretty good, that actually has a lower rate than this 6.49%. But before we do that, let's let's go into our channel sponsor. This video is actually sponsored by Tenet. Tenet is a different way to finance your Tesla vehicle because they understand electric vehicles and Teslas a little bit differently, and they get you the lowest monthly payment. They do this by deferring a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. They can do this because they are a Tesla approved financing partner and work with credit unions and banks to get you that lowest monthly payment. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description, and thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But of course, the best way to get a good financing or the best interest rate, at least the lowest interest rate, is through credit unions. And that's where, if you join the Patreon down below, you can get the list to the full credit union list that has all the best interest rates that almost anybody can join. Most people can join. But here is a credit union that is near and dear to my heart because they finance our most recent Model X. This is Labor Credit Union, which is a credit union. I think it is in the DC area of Maryland, Virginia. And you can see right here on the page, we've got some interesting loan range. Some interesting because they are lower than Tesla financing. You can see at a 65-month term, you're at 5.25%, which if we go back to our handy dandy Tesla financing page, Tesla financing at 60 months is 6.49%. So that's over 1% lower than Tesla financing. In fact, like 1.24% lower. But you might be asking, hey Dennis, like that doesn't sound that much lower than Tesla financing. Is it worth all that trouble to go through Labor Credit Union or even go through any other credit union or even go through Tenet to get the lower monthly payment for your Tesla? Well, let's just do the math. So let's say right here, we're going back to our example of a Tesla Model Y that has been financed at zero down, not even factoring the tax credit or anything like that, $51,000 out the door on the cheapest Tesla Model Y that you can get in the country. That's not even factoring the Tesla referral code discount. Forgot about that, which is a $250 discount, just like that Tesla referral code down below in the description. But let's just plug in the numbers here. If we were to get that 5.25%, so this is before I hit the calculate button, you can see monthly payment $997, total interest $8,857. So these are the two numbers we're going to be taking a look at or watching, because nothing else is actually going to change here in terms of the price. You can see now we are down to, I just hit the calculate button. Now we're down to $968 and a total interest of $7,096. So you can see there are some monthly payment savings, but the biggest thing is you're going to save over $1,000 in total interest if you keep the loan all the way till the end. So that's really where the work is in terms of, does it make sense to find that lower financing for that lower monthly payment and also the lower interest? Because you got to remember, these loans are long-term. They're 60, 72 months, maybe even 88 months out there. And so certainly that could be the benefit on why it would make a lot of sense. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. Oh, I forgot.